The Polish central bank has repeatedly voiced concern over what they say is an excessively strong currency. The zloty has been staying on the stronger side of 4.5 against the euro since late May. What is your view on the currency? Are you also an advocate of a slightly weaker zloty?
I think the zloty is now in the place which is good for the economy. We don't intervene in times like these. If there are unexpected developments, our central bank does not exclude interventions. This happened with the weakening of Polish zloty vis-à-vis the Swiss franc, which is an important issue in the Polish economy. But having said that, we are not concerned with the current level of zloty at all. It's good for stability of our economy. It's good for our export industry, and at the same time, it does have a potential for further strengthening.
Across the border in Germany, there is increasing pressure on Chancellor Angela Merkel to abandon the Nord Stream 2 project. That's been the Polish government stance for years. How would you try to convince Germany to drop this project?
Now, with the case of Mr. Navalny, I think it should be no-brainer. Navalny is a very sad example of how Russia is treating its citizens and opposition leaders, and this should be condemned, and not only condemned, but there should be very strong sanctions and interventions following suit. And here I believe that hearing what German leaders are saying, like Annegret Kramp-Karrenbauer or Armin Laschet or Friedrich Merz, I think that the decision makers will change their decisions and they already by the same token finally admitted that this is a political project, because without political involvement the project would already been abandoned. I mean the Nord Stream 2 project. But with the recent developments in Belarus, where Mr. Putin is clearly threatening with intervention, and with what he did to Mr. Navalny, this should be a final wake-up call for Germany in terms of the EU and German attitude towards Nord Stream 2.
Do you think Germany would be able to, what would be the consequences for Germany, for Poland, and for the EU if they did cut off work on Nord Stream 2? Would it be able to get through the winters?
Of course, yeah, of course. We have lots of connectivity. In particular, the Nord Stream 2 project is very dangerous for Ukraine, because they are going to be completely cut off from their transit fees and from their transit capacities. They have a gas pipeline system which was built to transit gas to Western Europe. And with this being obsolete, they will experience a huge blow. And at the same time, there will be, for the first time, a situation where Russian troops and Russia will be able to march into any territory in the east, because they will no longer be dependent on the gas pipeline system. So Nord Stream 2, with its 55 billion cubic meter of gas, is not only a political threat, it's also a geopolitical threat to this part of the world, and it should be stopped as quickly as possible.